Yo, what's up, Patreon? Back with another video. So in today's video, we are going to talk about the rules of rotation and kind of define what that is and what it takes for a girl to be within your rotation. So first, let's define what a rotation is. If you're within the Red Pill community, you probably already know. But a rotation chick, or somebody that's in your rotation, is basically a relationship that you have with somebody who is a part of a roster of girls that you deal with. It could be anywhere between 2 to 4 girls usually. If you're dealing with anything more than 4, you got a lot of time in your hand, that's all I'm gonna say, right? So essentially what it is a friends with benefits who you go out on dates with, you're dating, you're, having sex with, stuff like that. You see them on a frequent basis. That is rotation girl. That is what it is defined as. A lot of you guys get it wrong. If you see a girl twice, she's not in your rotation. And for me, I have qualifications for a girl to actually be even considered or have that title in my head. So let's talk about it. The first one is that you're having sex with them nearly every single week or almost every time you see each other. So I've been in situations where I've seen girls and I thought they were in my rotation, but I've only had sex with them like once or twice. But every other time I've hanged out with them, like we ended up not doing nothing. At that time, it is a friendship. It is a platonic friendship, and that's something I want nothing to be a part of. And I actually had to, cut off a girl about a few days ago who I felt the relationship being a little too platonic in my liking, maybe because she was wanting something more serious, but every time we saw each other, it wasn't getting physical at all. There was no sexual attention, and I wasn't trying to friend zone myself, even though I've already physically have gotten with her a few times. So just remember, you have to be actively having sex with this person almost every time you see them, or almost every single week, for them to be considered a rotation girl. Number 2 is that they bring value to your life beyond sex. And I didn't realize this until I started actually getting more deeper into rotations and having like a few certain chicks that I deal with on a frequent basis. And I had to cut some off too, once again, because what I've realized is that they didn't bring nothing to the table besides, sex. And I had the best time with girls who, of course, bring that to the table, but who also do things outside the bedroom. So people I actually connect with. People may think connections are overrated, but for me, what I realized is that I want to be with a girl who I genuinely enjoy spending time with. Yes, sex is important, but I don't even want to feel like I have to have sex with you, or that it's forced, you know what I mean? I like those types of girls where I can genuinely spend time with them and I enjoy their company and their personality. And beyond that, like I said, the value that they bring, it could be anything, such as making dinner for me. It could be reciprocation in any activity, such as, oh, next time we see each other, let me take you out on a date. Let me pay for dinner. Oh, I know this nice place, we should go here. Like making suggestions and offering and showing that they're interested. Whereas I've been with some girls who literally just sit there like a dead rock, look pretty, and give me sex, and that's it. Like, they bring no value. So for a girl to see me on a frequent basis, I have to connect with them and overall like their personality. And 2, they have to bring value to me. And that value could be any sort of anything. I gave examples like, acts of service, laundry, cooking, doing gift giving, whatever. But value could be a lot of other things, guys. And it really depends on the girl and how much she really likes you. And I've noticed that girls who like me the most, and also it tends to be in correlation with girls who want a relationship out of me, tend to bring the most value to me. So it's kind of hard to find that balance, because you'll find girls who, like, you vibe with them, but they don't want nothing serious be with you. They just see you as like a fuck buddy or whatever. So they tend to not bring a lot of value to you. And that's fine. Just know where they place or where they stand in regards to your quote-unquote rotation. They're technically not a rotation chick. They're just a fuck buddy at that point in time. And yes, rotation chicks can get demoted into, let's say, a fuck buddy, right? And we can get into a whole nother video about that. But just know that there's levels to this. There's levels. Fuck buddy, rotation, exclusive relationship. I would say those are the top 3 levels. Exclusive relationship, rotation, aka friends with benefits, and or fuck buddy. And obviously that person is somebody who just comes in at night. You don't go out on dates. You literally just have sex, maybe talk for like 5-10 minutes or whatever, then they go home. And yes, I have experienced that too. I do not consider those girls as a part of my rotation. Rule number 3 is that after a while, the rotation chick has to be pursuing you. Why? It's because it shows her overall interest. Like, guys, you don't want to be constantly pursuing after a chick. Now, I'll pursue after a while and even for a long time, but it has to be reciprocated. So what that means is that she's always reaching out to me. She's always trying to make conversation with me. She's sending me memes. She's sending me DMs, Snapchatting me on a daily basis. So she's kind of meeting me in the middle right there, right? Making constant communication with me, kind of making it opening the invitation for me to invite her to do something. She doesn't have to be like, oh, what are you doing Friday? Let's meet up. Like, she doesn't have to set plans. When I say pursuing, that doesn't mean the girl is setting plans with you. All I mean is that she's meeting you halfway to allow you to make plans and then making herself available based around her schedule to make plans with you. And the reason why is because after a while, like I said, for me personally, I'm not sure about you guys, but let's say after we have sex probably above 5 times, if the girl's not meeting me in the middle and I'm still having to do all the reaching out, I'm having to communicate with her all the time, like she never texts me, nothing, then I kid you not, I stop texting them and it's over with. Yep, done just like that. I've been in situations, I can think of one in my head, a girl I met at the gym specifically. She always made herself available to me and I always had to reach out to her. But after a while, I actually got tired of it. I couldn't do it no more. She wasn't meeting me in the middle. This girl has never texted me first, ever. Has never texted me first. Has never like made her interest clear to me. And one time she took a whole day to reply to a text. So after that, I was like, nah, I'm not gonna waste my time anymore because I just got tired of constantly pursuing. And you guys don't want to do that with rotation chicks. I would say rule of thumb is that after having sex with them at least 5 times or more, if they're not pursuing you or making open communication for you to invite them to do stuff, then cut it off. Why? Because it's going to be a constant pursuing battle and you're just going to get tired of it. You don't want to be constantly pursuing a chick 15 plus times. Trust me, you will get tired of it. Now, besides that, a rotation is actually very easy to manage and to handle if you don't have too many girls. Like, guys, you can't have too many girls on a rotation because you're expending a lot of energy throughout the week, and I promise you, you're gonna get burnt out. So I would say the best kind of girls in regards to number is anywhere between 2 and 4, with 3 being like a sweet spot for me, like 3, because that means you can see the girl 1 to 2 times a week with potential breaks in between the weeks and days split between each girls based on their schedule. And what it will start to feel like is that you are, in a sense, in a relationship with the girl, but you don't have that exclusivity title to y'all's relationship. Now, it's not gonna feel like that at first. It's gonna start feeling like that, let's say 3 to 5 plus months of dealing with a girl. You're gonna be like, damn, like it's gonna become frequent. She's probably gonna catch feelings for you first. Hopefully, obviously you're not catching feelings, hopefully. And in that case, that's when she'll start to ask for a relationship or where is this thing going? And truth be told, those are kind of good signs. Those are good signs because that means that you have her emotionally invested into you. She is attached to you, in which that comes with, in my opinion, a lot of pros. Once a girl is attached to you, you can pretty much do about anything. For the most part, they will stay. At that point in time, you can literally tell them, like, hey, I like to take my time, or even, I'm not one to be in a relationship right now, but since you already got them attached and since they're hooked, more than likely they're going to stay. They're going to date other people and try to find that boyfriend for them. But in the meantime, they'll still date you. They'll still mess around with you until they find somebody who actually wants to take them serious. Now, that's another thing, guys, that remember, rotations are temporary. That's the negative downside, I feel like, in regards to having one, is that you know that it's going to end. Goes back to the mentality is she's not yours, it's just your turn. Well, with a relationship, an exclusive relationship, yeah, it may end, but that's based on you guys' own terms. It could end 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years from now. It could be short. But with a rotation, especially with a girl who gets attached, you already know that that's just going to end in the next few months. It always does. And so that's the downside, is that you just got to realize that shit is temporary. It's not going to last, because eventually the girl's going to get attached. She's going to want more. And if you're not bringing that to her, she's going to find it somewhere else. Or girls who have a lot of willpower and respect for themselves will dead ass just walk away. They won't contact you no more. They won't nothing. But that's more rare. I've only dealt with a few girls who had that sort of willpower. So to each your own. Like I said, there's many facets and routes you can go about relations, but that is the most popular one in regards to the red pill community, the rotation. Hopefully I explained it a little bit better for you guys. And that's about it. See you guys in the next video. Peace.